Greetings, this is Charles Darwin, and I'm 208 years old this year. Isn't it amazing? May you look this good when you're 208 years old. But what is the secret of success for longevity? How can you live to be very old? Well, it depends on the species. The way humans may do it is different from the way trees may do it. This is a post oak tree, Quercus stellata, and we're in a cross timbers forest in north central Oklahoma. And this tree may be very old. But you know, evolutionary success does not necessarily depend upon living a long time. Many species are successful by living short, living fast, and producing a lot of offspring. However, that only works in conditions where you have a lot of resources. In the case of trees, good soil and a lot of moisture. But there's more than one way of a tree being successful. You know, you never know what kind of animal you're going to see running through the forest right here. What is this? Why, here we have an animal named Jacob Dyer, and he is a graduate student at Oklahoma State University, and he studies forests. And he's going to tell us a little bit about the cross timbers forest around here. First of all, how old do you think this tree is?
Well, I'd venture a guess about 150, 200 years.
And you've already seen in this video that this tree is not actually that tall, maybe 50 feet tall. It's not very impressive in its size. So what it's done during all this time is grow slowly, adding new layers of wood, just small layers each year. What are the conditions like around here?
They're harsh. We have rugged summers and very little rainfall during the growing season. So.
And the soil?
And the soils are thin and hard for roots to get established in.
So it's rocky underneath here and the soils don't have very many nutrients in them. Okay, so that's very interesting. That is the way that the cross timbers forests survive. Now, also, they survive fires. This tree has probably survived numerous forest fires, and after a forest fire, what happens?
We resprout.
Okay, so we have here, this is some resprouts of post oak right here. Okay, so the old trees will resprout, but also there's some black oak over here.
Black oak, post oak.
So fires are necessary for the regeneration of the forest. And the cross timbers forest is certainly adapted to that because they persist for such a long time. And also the summers are dry, so forest fires can get started easily. Would you be able to speculate maybe what might happen in the future in this forest as global climate change occurs?
Well, as we see climate change, we expect more frequent and more intense drought events. What I would expect to see here is a thinning of the forest and more savanna, grassland-like landscape with fewer trees.
Okay, well, I'm glad I found this animal running through the forest. And this is Charles Darwin, tally ho, and amen.